Hey everyone, if you're looking for a tankless water heater that can keep up with serious hot water demand without taking over your mechanical room or your budget, this might be the one. I've spent a lot of time digging into the Rinnai CX160iN SENSEI CX, especially how it actually performs in real homes and small businesses, not just on paper. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, the big hesitation most people have isn't whether it heats water, it's whether it's going to be a headache to install, whether it'll actually save space, and whether it's worth the upfront cost when you compare it to a big tank system. If you've ever dealt with a water heater that couldn't keep up during back-to-back showers or a busy Airbnb checkout rush, you know what I mean. This unit is marketed as commercial grade, but it's also field convertible with an internal pump kit, which means it can adapt to a lot of setups without needing a separate recirculation system. That's a big deal if you're trying to avoid extra plumbing or a second pump sitting in your utility closet. Where this heater really shines is in places where hot water demand spikes but space is tight. Think small restaurants, multi-unit rentals, or even a large family home with 2 bathrooms running showers at the same time. The 160 kBTU output isn't just a spec, it's what lets it deliver consistent hot water even when the flow rate jumps. I've seen units like this struggle in older homes with low incoming water temperatures, but the CX160iN has a built-in freeze protection system and can handle colder inlet temps better than many residential-only models. That said, if you live in a region where winter temps regularly drop below freezing, you'll still want to make sure your setup includes proper insulation and maybe a recirculation line. Just because it can handle cold water doesn't mean it's immune to poorly insulated pipes. One thing that caught my attention is the enhanced connectivity. It's not just Wi-Fi for showboating, it's about being able to adjust settings remotely, get alerts if something's off, and even integrate with smart home systems. For a landlord or property manager, that's huge. You can set schedules, monitor energy use, and troubleshoot issues without making a trip to the basement. But here's the catch: if you're not tech-savvy or don't want another app cluttering your phone, this feature might feel like overkill. It's useful, but it's not essential. If you just want hot water on demand without the tech overhead, there are simpler options. Maintenance is another area where this model stands out. Tankless systems are great in theory, but they can get clogged with mineral buildup if you don't flush them regularly. Rinnai makes it clear that simple maintenance is key to long-lasting performance, and they've designed the heat exchanger and burner assembly to be easier to clean than some competitors. That's not just marketing, it's the kind of thing that saves you money and headaches down the road. Still, if you're not comfortable with basic plumbing maintenance, you'll need to budget for a pro to do the annual flush. Skipping it can void the warranty, and nobody wants to deal with a cold shower because of a $100 service call that could have been prevented. Now, who should actually buy this? If you're running a small business, a CAF, a car wash, a boutique hotel, or you have a large household with high hot water demand, this is a solid investment. It's built to handle commercial use, but it's also compact enough for residential basements or utility closets. The commercial warranty adds peace of mind, especially if you're putting it in a rental property where reliability is non-negotiable. But if you're a single-family homeowner with modest hot water needs, you might be better off with a smaller residential model. The CX160iN is overkill for a 2-bathroom house unless you're constantly running dishwashers, washing machines, and showers all at once. Where it falls short is in the installation flexibility. Even though it's field convertible, you still need to make sure your gas line and venting are up to spec. If your home was built before modern venting standards, you might need to upgrade your chimney or install a direct vent kit, which adds cost. And while the internal pump is convenient, it's not a magic fix for poor plumbing layout. If your pipes are old or undersized, you'll still have pressure issues no matter how powerful the heater is. So, is it worth it? If you need reliability, space efficiency, and the ability to scale hot water without a bulky tank, then yes. It's not the cheapest option up front, but when you factor in energy savings, longevity, and the cost of replacing a failed tank system, it starts to make sense. Just be honest with yourself about your setup and maintenance comfort level before pulling the trigger. If you're still on the fence, check out the details.